Hello everyone and welcome back to Book Bar. Today I'm going to be talking about the Hathaways series by Lisa Kleypas. The Hathaways is a series that follows 5 siblings, the Hathaway siblings, and their love interests. This is a fun series. I really enjoyed it. Do know going in that there are some outdated terms used, especially in the first two. They continue throughout the other ones, but yeah. So this is one of Lisa Kleypas's series that she has. She has many. This one is fun. It's fun to read, especially after reading like the Wallflowers, because you see some characters from the Wallflowers in these. But it starts. So there's 5 Hathaways. There is Amelia, Win, Poppy, Leo, who's actually the oldest, but he's the only boy, and Beatrix, who is the youngest. And it follows them, and at the beginning of the story, they just inherited, Leo just inherited a title due to some crazy things that happened, family passing away and such. So he inherited a title, and Amelia is and Leo is struggling. He lost the love of his life to scarlet fever. And he got really sick, and Wynn got really sick from scarlet fever as well. And so it kind of follows. Amelia is really like the leader of the family. She's the strong one. She's there for them. She does everything for them. She's kind of like their mom because both their parents have passed away. And so the first story, Mine Till Midnight, which I have, this copy is perfect. And I've read this, and I got it secondhand. So it has this stuff back. It was beautiful. I'm obsessed. But this follows Amelia and Cam, and Cam is Romani, and they use the G word in this to describe him. But Cam is really fun, especially if you've read the third Wallflower book, Devil in Winter, because Cam shows up in that one, and it's Cam falling in love with Amelia, and he is basically like, I will do anything for you. I will help you in any way I can. I will buy you anything. I will do anything. Because Cam, it very much follows the Romani way, and he doesn't want to have lands. He doesn't want to have money. He wants to just be a nomad and live in his life. And he meets Amelia, and he's willing to change all that for her because he absolutely loves her. So this book is cute. I'll go over my ratings, but this one was, they all got 4 to 5 stars. And I believe this one was 4.5. So I will go over my favorites and everything in order later, but this one is the first one, and then the next one is Seduce Me at Sunrise, and beautiful. This story is Kev, Mary Penn, and Winifred Hathaway. Win is the second daughter, and she is the one that got really sick with scarlet fever a couple years ago. And so she's very sickly and can't walk much, can't walk very far. And Kev Maripin lives with the family. He got taken in by the Hathaways when he was young, and he's always thought of the Hathaways as his sisters and his brother for Leo, but he never thought of Wynn that way. He was always enamored with her and kind of in love with her. But he truly does not think he's good enough for her, in any sense of for any way, shape, form. He just, because of some trauma in his past, he pushes her away so many times in so many ways. He's the most frustrating hero. But their story is it's beautiful. And so Wynn goes to France with her brother for a year or two. And she gets well. She goes to a doctor, and she ends up getting well. She's able to walk and exercise and do things, and comes back, and the doctor has an interest in her. He wants to be with her. And so Kev kind of needs to put up or shut up. So this one is phenomenal. And then we have Tempt Me at Twilight. This is Poppy's story. She is the third Hathaway girl. And Poppy, so in Seduce Me at Sunrise, they go to London for the first time for Poppy to have a season, Poppy and Bee to have a season. And so they stay at the Rutledge Hotel. And one day, Poppy is out chasing down one of Bee's wild creatures. And she runs into the arms of the owner of the hotel, the reclusive owner of the hotel, Mr. Harry Rutledge. And Harry does some pretty shisty stuff and some shady things to convince Poppy to be his. And this one's tough for me. This one was 4 stars, probably closer to 3.5, but I rounded up to 4. Did not love this one as much. Harry just does not do enough groveling or enough for me to make this one that good. And then we have Married by Morning. This is Leo, the brother, and Kat, who is a governess, kind of a governess, kind of just Poppy and Bee's companion. It's their story. It's so much fun. Leo, like I said, in the first one, he's really struggling. His fiance died of scarlet fever, and now he's ready to finally fall in love again. And Kat doesn't think she's good enough for him because of some stuff that happened in her past, and she really pushes him away and tries to convince him to find someone else. And he's like, no, I only want you. And this one was beautiful. And then the last one is Beatrix, the youngest, Hathaway, and Captain Christopher Phelan, who was a soldier in the war, and he was writing letters to her best friend Prudence. And the first letter that he writes, Prudence is like, I don't want to write him. And Bee's like, no, you have to. You gotta write him back. So she's like, well, then why don't you do it? So Beatrix ends up writing the letters, and it happens for a while. And then Bee's like, I can't do this anymore. I'm falling in love with this man, and he doesn't know it's me. And then, of course, his brother, who is the one with the title, dies of consumption. And so Christopher comes back a war hero and with a title. So Prudence is like, oh, heck yeah, I'm gonna marry that guy. I want him so bad. And they're like, no. Bee's like, no. So she kind of pushes her friendship away, and she pushes away Christopher until Christopher realizes, he tries to court Prue, and he's like, this girl knows nothing. This is not who I was talking to. So this one, and then he realizes that it was actually Beatrix, and this one had one of my favorite quotes of the whole series. And so I'm gonna read it because I just love it, and it sums up the family perfectly. Beatrix, not perfect. Not perfect is having a bald spot or pock marks. My problems are a bit more significant than that. That was Christopher talking. Beatrix answered in an anxious tumble of words. I come from a family of flawed people who marry other flawed people. Every one of us has taken a chance on love. I love you. And then Christopher said, I love you too much to risk your safety. Love me even more than she begged. Enough to marry me no matter what the obstacles are. And that one's just so fun because I talked about this in a vlog that I had done, that I had posted. And they are all extraordinarily flawed people. And they did all fall in love with extraordinary flawed people. They are not welcome in society because they have 2 Romanis that have been married. They were not raised to be in society, so they kind of ran wild, and they are just fun and flawed, and I don't have any words I can describe because I just loved the series so much. It's just fantastic. But if I were to rank them from favorite to least favorite, it would go, and this is probably different from most people. I think a lot of people would say Mine Till Midnight's probably their favorite, or a lot of people have Love in the Afternoon. But for me, even though Kev is the most frustrating, and I wanted to smack him upside the head for about half of the book, there's a scene in Mine Till Midnight that makes this story just, it's so, Seduce Me at Sunrise is my favorite. And then it'd be Married by Morning, Love in the Afternoon, Mine Till Midnight, and 7 Man Twilight. Couple-wise, it's a little different. Actually, these Cam and Amelia and Wynn and Kev are probably my 2 favorite couples. I love to just, Cam's like devotion to Amelia and to her family and everything. And then just, I can't, this story, it's my favorite. I just absolutely loved it. But yeah, that is my ranking of the Hathaways series by Lisa Kleypas. Let me know down below if you've ever read any of these, if you've read them, who your favorite couple is, what your favorite book is. Let me know if you agree or disagree with me. And yeah, I will talk to you all in the next one. Oh, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment if you want to. It would help me. I really want to see my channel grow. Thank you. Have a great day.